Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Terry Tucker, your anthropology instructor, and this is
Hayden.
Hayden Ainsworth and Owen Ainsworth. um, yeah, here I am multitasking and hoping that you had a wonderful week one and a good 4th of July holiday. My kids were just at Survivor Camp, so they're pretty amped. And I get what it's like having to work and have a family and try to go to school at the same time. So believe me, I'm on your side. So what I wanted to do is give you a heads up on the week two requirements. First of all, I'm sure you all know how to log into Angel. And then once you log into Angel, you click on the Anth 100. And then always, if you see this little pop-up down here that says um, show all content, always click show all content, okay? Um, and then start by reading the course announcements. This week the announcements are pretty long, but that's why I'm also doing this video, because I wanted to go over everything that you were supposed to do last week and make sure that everybody's oriented to the course. And also, if you notice, if you scroll down the announcements area, you'll see the Anthropology 100 course calendar. It lists the dates that your assignments are due. So that's a handy dandy tool. And if you happen to look at the Prezi for how to be expert time managers, it also tells you that you can create your own Google Calendar, and then you can import this calendar into your own personal calendar, and all the due dates for your assignments will be logged into there, already populated for you. Something else I want to bring your attention to is the Illuminate Collaborate area. Tomorrow we'll have an Illuminate session around 11:15. Right now it says no session available, but by tonight you'll see a session that's available for tomorrow at 11. You can click on the live part and it'll pop up if you're able to be there 11:15. If not, click on the recordings. It's going to be a very brief session. It's not required. I'm just going to be going over I forgot what I'm going to go over. Just if you have questions, that's when you need to join in, and I'll just be doing a little 10-minute intro to anthropology thing. What else do you need to know? Oh, the e-learning support area. These are all the links to the help desk. I know some of you had some problems with your discussion posts. Make sure you contact them either through their live web chat, which you just click on the live web chat, or you can email them or call them. Also tomorrow I'll have live office hours, and you'll see a link here available if you want to join me for those. And so let's get going. So you click on the lessons tab, and we are in the week 2 folder. You'll also see that week 3 folder is open, but none of the assignments are due yet. Those are not due until next week. So only the assignments that are due for week 2. That's enough, Owen. Thank you. I just want you to have a heads up on what was due last week. Last week you had to read the Start Here button, go through everything in there, which told you how to get started, how to use the class, my cell phone number, my office number, where I'm located, how to contact me, and it gave you a little heads up on how the course is structured and everything else. Then you had to go to the week 1 folder and get oriented through the introduction of the course. You read the first things first. You made sure that your email was set up underneath the silhouette, this little silhouette guy. You watched a vision of a student's today, and you did your introductions, short based on this link right here, the introduction discussion board. And the reason why you had to do all those is to make sure that you're oriented to the class, that you know how to use your email, how to use a discussion board before you had to do assignments where points were awarded. And if you had any problems doing that, hopefully you contacted me or the Angel Help Desk and we got it all sorted for you. If you still have not received an email from me, that means your email is not set up, so you need to get on that, okay? Last week you did have 2 assignments due. Also, hopefully you did the course information quiz. You can still go back and do that if you'd like. If you missed that, you can get 2 extra credit points for doing that. This last week you had to do a 1.1-2 and 1-1 requirements. Please don't do that. 1-2 is a discussion board on the Nasarima, or the Americans, and I have not finished grading that, or your 1-1. Those will be graded by tonight, and I'll send you an email when those are done so you can look at your grade. And if ever you're confused on what your grades are, go click on the lessons tab and then check your grades here, and then you'll see all your grades once they're entered into the grade book. So week 1, you did your discussion board. So 1-2, the 2 means that you have to do 2 things for this assignment. One, you have to post a response. That's always due on Friday night by midnight. And then you have to respond to at least one peer group member, one classmate by Sunday night. 1-1s are always going to be the dash ones, only one thing to do, and that's due on Sunday night. I really want to promote, cheerlead, encourage you to respond on the discussion boards to other people as often as possible, because that really makes it more of a learning community, and people learn better when they're talking about it and thinking about it, not just with their own little vacuum of their self, but with the whole picture with everybody else. I also want to direct your attention to the Got Questions about the assignment for this week. Whenever you have a question, there'll be either a wiki or a blog, and you can post your question there, and that's specifically only for that week's assignments. So when you go to the week 2, go to the Lessons tab, click on Lessons, click on week 2. You want to start with the requirements for week 2, read everything on there. It gives you a heads up for what's due this week. These are the discussion forums where the assignments that are due this week. And then it says, got questions about this week's assignments? Post your questions here. This wiki is only for the assignments for this week. That way you can get immediate answers. Hopefully other people can help respond to you. It's all located in this week, and I can keep an eye on that too. If you have a general question or something you want to talk about, or something interesting that you saw on TV that relates to what we're talking about, go to the Communicate tab up here and click on that, and then click on the Course Lounge and questions about the course, and post your question there. Alright? And then somebody can answer it, or I'll respond to it eventually. If you have an immediate concern, email me. Or if it's something that you're really anxious about or concerned or worried about, call me on my cell phone, which is on my syllabus. The cell phone number is on my syllabus. What else do you need to know? I think you're... Oh yeah, for week 2, under the Lessons tab, click week 2. I've offered you an extra credit opportunity worth 5 extra credit points. You get to collaborate with other students to map the mechanisms and concepts of evolution using a free Web 2.0 tool, MindMaster. So you have access to this link by right-clicking on this link, open in a new tab, and then it'll pop up, map the mechanisms and concepts of evolution. So basically, this is a free mapping mechanism. If you sign up for it and then go back to the week 2 and click on the link, it'll automatically know who you are, and every time you add something, it'll say modified by John Smith or whatever. If you don't sign up, it'll say it'll run you through a tutorial, and then once you've done that, then you can start editing this, but it won't list your name. It'll say anonymous. So if you don't feel like signing up, you can just put in parentheses John Smith, and then I'll know that you edited it. Does that make sense? But it's free if you want to sign up for it, and it's a really good tool to use for studying for your other classes. So if you have to outline a chapter, or if you study by looking at visual cues, or if you want to add things to it, you can add. This is a good way to map out the most important concepts in different chapters and different themes. So I wanted to introduce you to this learning strategy. A lot of these things were put in by my students. I've gone through and changed it to it says Terry Tucker, but I think this was used last quarter, and a lot of my students added to it. So you can go in as depth if you want to. You can add articles, you can add links, you can do whatever you want to. But it's a whole fun little collaboration tool. And remember, it's for extra credit, but it helps you get those concepts of evolution going so you understand what's going on. So again, you have 2 graded assignments in addition to this fun little mapping project, and these are discussion forums. 2-1 is due Sunday night, and 2-2 is due, your post is due Friday night, and your response to at least one other person is due Sunday night. Alright, so again, if you have any questions, please send me an email. And again, I'll have your grades posted tonight, and I'll send you an email. And have a great week. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Owen.
Goodbye.